Hello, everybody. Dave Neal here, stand-up comic host of Bachelor Nation News. And we've got the details. I know everyone wants the details. We don't care about the thing. Give us the details on how Becca Kufrin proposed. He said yes. He said yes. And by the way, a live stream tonight as Jesse Palmer will be on TikTok revealing the new men of the next season of The Bachelorette premieres July 11th, 2022. Follow me on Instagram at DNeals. I'm going to be going live on YouTube here with you guys. And I'm going to open up this present. Look, we love a good present. This came in from one of our friends, Power Recapper Incorporated, which, by the way, is not my business name, but it should be Power Recapper LLC. Anyway, barrel scraping, and Sons. Okay, so how Becca proposed. Let's get into it. Follow me if you guys want, all the way home. Just come on over. Patreon.com/Dave Neal. Patreon.com/Dave Neal for private membership-only content. I appreciate all of our Patreon members for being so kind and so generous. All right, let's do it. Here it is. 3 videos, all right? They're going to discuss how they got engaged. It's actually a good story. It's different, as statistically, most engagements are men being like, honey, we're at the Jumbotron. Will you say yes? And it's like, this isn't even a professional, you're at like Arena Football League. All right. Anyway, here's the surreal experience leading up to the proposal.
Well, do you want to tell them about the morning?
Nice mustache, by the way.
That was nuts. Yeah, that was crazy.
All right, fill us in, Tom.
Oh, geez, I haven't listened to this clip. They went to the farmer's market. How good can a story be where you compare what type of honey you should buy? You know what I mean?
So after yoga, we walked to this farmer's market.
After yoga!
In an area that we love.
You're so
We've
basic.
never been there before. It was like a random, let's just do this.
And I say you're so basic because we do the same thing.
And we pop in and we got these bracelets. And
You guys get matching bracelets?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Before any of this happened.
Well, there's different gemstones on them.
And each of them, they're supposed to correspond to certain energies that, 1, you're putting out in the world, and 2, what you're trying to receive back in. And
Listen, Thomas, if she ever tries to win a fight by saying it's not her fault because Mercury's in retrograde, you show her your gemstone and say, well, according to Amethyst, I think I'm right,
We're looking through these different bracelets. She's like, I offer readings if you'd be interested in. And then I light up. I'm like, yeah, done. Let's do it. Shelby, what's up? Shout out Shelby at Hillcrest Farmers Market. But she starts doing our readings.
Becca's pissed. You told them.
3 cards in.
Becca's like, you told them which farmers market we go to? Now Zachary Reality is going to be showing up trying to get TikToks with me. With all due respect.
Nowhere, she looks at Becca. She goes, let me see your hands. So Becca puts her hands out. She goes, go away. And banishes her.
She banished me. I had to leave.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. And then right when Becca's out of shot, she looks at me. She goes, when are you proposing? And I was like, oh, soon? Yeah, it's coming up, soon. And she shuffles 3 more cards. She goes, celebrations in order. The decision's already been made. Soulmate. And those were the next 3 cards that she pulled, after pulling a card to banish Becca.
This is proposal day.
This was proposal day. We weren't even planning on going to this farmer's market.
This is about 8 hours before any of this happened.
Okay, wait. So when she's saying this, right? Because
I love how invested Michelle is. She loves this.
Going elsewhere. So she finishes
This is proposal day.
Happened right away after she sends Becca away. Becca comes back. Becca gets a reading, and hers where it really
Becca's reading is like, you shouldn't marry Garrett, and she's like, I needed this reading 3 years ago.
Started getting crazy. So we already had that in mind where she was not privy to it whatsoever.
Mm-hmm. So I had no idea. I was like, what? I don't know what I'm walking into.
Becca's like, give me a new reading. They're like, in this guy Ari's bad news. And she's like, tell me something I didn't know.
What's going on? This is weird.
She starts a reading for Becca, and she starts pulling similar cards as far as celebration, the decision. You have a decision to make. And then the next card is this decision has already been chosen. It's already been made. Do not worry.
Don't hesitate. It's done.
And she knows it's that day. And then where it really took a crazy turn.
No. Well, one more in there because I'm such a control freak. Mm-hmm. She's like, you need to let go of control and just know that it's all going to work out. And I was like, oh, thank you. Okay, I needed that.
And right after that, she looks up. She goes, what does a sunflower mean to you?
Well, no. First, she asked, she's like, what happened with your dad? She's like, what happened with your dad? And I was like, well, he passed away when I was 19. And then she goes, well, you can finish.
What does a sunflower mean to you? And then sunflower is my personal favorite flower. It's inside the wedding ring. There's a sunflower in the ring. It represents Sophia to me.
Engagement
but also
ring.
Steve, Becca's dad, used to grow sunflowers in the backyard and everything else. And she goes, He's handing you a bouquet of sunflowers.
And she's saying this to Thomas, that my dad is handing him a bouquet of sunflowers.
All right. Okay, you got me. That's good. All right, here we go. Here's the story. Becca Kufrin and Thomas Jacobs.
The actual day, like she mentioned.
Oh, hold on. Whoa. Here it is, folks. The proposal story. Everyone loves a good proposal story. Don't we? We love a good proposal story. Speaking of which, here's mine. I've got my proposal story right here. Let's see. If you're on the Patreon, you actually got to watch me read this today. I read my story. I'm not going to read it for you, but I'm going to show you the first photo ever taken the first day me and my fiance met on a movie set. And then the story goes there, and then here's when we shot for Royal Caribbean in a cenote. And that's the whole story. If you want to follow my wedding journey, if you're into this type of thing, you can go to patreon.com/Dave Neal. We're getting married in 130 days. All right, folks. How about that plug?
Actual day.
Dave, you're selling your Patreon attached to your wedding. Yeah, that's exactly what we're doing. Or that's what I'm doing. It's just an added perk. Anyway.
Like she mentioned, she had this like amazing setup. There's this picnic table. There's rose petals. There's like a special canopy with these cloths and linens to sit on. Sophia's
Chris
just
Harrison
propped in the middle all of it.
So I brought like her little ash box with sunflowers to have her be part of the day.
So needless to say, it's so far over the top.
This is symbolic.
I walk up and I jokingly, I go, "This is really nice. What, did you propose to me or something?"
He said it, but not even thinking about it. But he's never, ever, ever, ever on time. Ever.
By the way, so they got engaged, a week ago? You can tell they've told this story about 25 times. You know when couples tell stories and they're like, now's your part. Now's my part. I hate it and love it.
He was ever on time. So I played it off like, yeah, you were actually on time this time. So of course I'm going to. And then I turned around and I was like, oh shit, he knows.
Not a clue.
Still.
Not a clue.
Yeah.
So we finally sit down. We're enjoying this. We're just taking these candid photos with the wine and eating charcuterie. And finally she hands me this card about 10 minutes into it. And I'm like, oh, this is nice. This is cool. And then still thinking it's a wine photo shoot. In my mind, I'm like, a little weird, but sure. Yeah, this is awesome.
But the card inside.
Mm-hmm. Then I open the card and it talks about how she loves spending all of her days with me and she wants to spend all of her tomorrows with me. And there's a QR code. So I open up the QR code on my phone and it's a video of all like my friends and family telling me reasons why they love me and things that they love about me.
Oh my God. This is why women need to propose more often. This is insane.
It took so long to get all those.
This is insane. The effort
Michelle,
and sentiment.
I have no idea. This is I'm looking at it.
Of course
and
not.
I tap the screen. It's this 15-minute video. And I'm like, babe, this is amazing, but we should absolutely watch this later. Just like time
he felt bad for our photographer. He's like, well, she's here to take pictures of the wine. She doesn't want to have me watch this video. And obviously she knew that she was there for the proposal. Like she was well aware. He just kept being like, let's watch it later. Let's watch it later. And I was like, no, just watch it now, dude. Come on.
I was sent there on a mission to take a wine photo shoot. And I was going to do the best dang job I possibly could.
Of course.
And then finally she's like, no, I'm fine. And then at the end of it, my favorite thing about it all, and this is a question that I'm getting a lot, and I'm sure you're getting a lot too. She wants me to know that this is a partnership. This is 50-50, and she loves me so much. And she doesn't want this to take away from anything that I may have had planned. And just like in life, she wants to add to, and she wants this to be an expression of her love that adds to our story, and that she didn't want to wait any longer, and that she wanted to spend her life with me. And then she proposed. She pulled out a ring, and I was just laughing and just pure enjoyment. It was awesome.
I'm like getting choked up over here.
I'm actually surprised because I'll be the first one to tell you. When I heard that she proposed, I thought he was in on it. I thought it was kind of like a statement being made, and it is a statement being made. But I was surprised. But obviously, from hearing back of the story, he was surprised too.
That seriously. Okay, did you get down on one knee, Becca?
No, because we were already sitting, and
okay.
I was like, here's the thing.
Becca, you want to propose, you get down on a knee. Because I've been telling you, this isn't about gender, but if you're from the United States of America, you get down on a knee. Standard traditions. I demand a do-over. Okay, keep it going. Round it up.
I did ask. She did ask. I was like, do I need to actually officially do this?
Do I need to officially do this? You do. Get down on that knee. All right, last part.
Everyone else respond, because honestly, this is not really something that you ever hear about, right? Like, it's so untraditional, which I love.
It's true.
It's so empowering, but also it's like, it really does kind of like push people to think outside and in different ways, because everyone feels like the man should be proposing to the woman, and especially coming from a show where like that is very much the tradition, right? To like go outside that norm.
Yeah, she's like, look, I've been proposed to 3 times already. It ain't happening again.
I absolutely love this.
There was a common
Ari,
2 words
Garrett,
that were always said whenever we told like my family, my friends. It was, "No way, that's awesome."
Yeah,
perfect.
And I gotta tell you, in my limited exposure to Thomas, he's a goofball. Thomas is the real deal. I think he was completely mischaracterized, and I don't blame Katie. There were plenty of men on the season that told Katie he was a bad guy. She initially liked him. She was making out with him. Her Spanx were showing, right? So like Thomas, she initially had good vibes with Thomas, but of course believed the hype from the house, which, it's like, it's kind of like, who are you going to believe? All these guys or what, right? So like, seems like a good guy. He was a threat. They kind of talked a lot of trash about him, and now his true colors kind of come out.
Response. Okay, good.
And if you think about just the sentiment, that's incredible, because you have someone who cares so much, like they want to do that for you, like do something that is just not done. Talk about an uncommon gesture of love, like outside of the ordinary. Like you said it best, Michelle, the amount of thought that has to go into that, not only just the execution, but just also in the courage of having that be an idea that you want to act on. Like, it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I feel very fortunate to have been able to experience that. I'm even more fortunate that it's with you, and I'm just excited for this life.
How fast? How fast?
Yeah, I'm just worried for whatever. Like, good luck whoever proposes in paradise, because nobody's topping this one.
True.
I'm over here like, thank God Nate and I are already engaged, because that would have that just like.
Not to mention,
everything.
did Thomas have his own engagement plan set up? And if so, is he going to propose too? I mean, I think he could if he got a plan set up.
Amazing.
And like, here's the thing. Yeah, usually very traditional that the man proposes to the woman. But I remember being in 8th grade in dance, and at the recital, my ballet teacher proposed to her now husband. I hope they're still together. I'm not sure. But I remember as an 8th grader, what are you, like 13? At that age, 12 or 13, I remember the first thoughts were, "Oh, that's weird," and then right away I was like, "That's kind of cool." Like I still remember that moment decades ago, being like, "Well, that's kind of rad. You're switching the norm," and it's like, when we've received so much love from people, but I've also seen comments where people are like, "She's desperate. I would never allow like a woman to propose to the man. Like, I would never do this," and it's like, cool, that's you, but like, why does it, as a female, why does it make me desperate to want to?
Yeah, you're not desperate.
If Thomas in a week were to do the exact same thing, no one would say he's desperate. It doesn't make sense to me. The logic's not there. And I was like, love is love, and every relationship is vastly different. So why not let us do what works for us? And I knew like he would be so appreciative and supportive of it, and he would never be offended if like the female proposed to the man. So it's like, why should that matter? Who does it?
Love is love. Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. See you on the Patreon, patreon.com/Dave Neal. And the public live stream will be happening today at 7:45 East Coast, 4:45 West Coast, as we meet the men, meet the boys of the next season of The Bachelorette, premiering July 11th. So we'll see you guys in a little bit. Talk to you later. Bye, everybody.